Hello everybody. Today I'm going to share with you the review of an incredible site that I found to develop literature skills called Commonlit. So what can we find in Commonlit? Well, first of all, you can create your own class, right? You can create your own class, you can assign your own students, you can ask them to join with a link and a special code that you can send to them, and they will get access to your classes, right? To the different one of the classes that you have. But what I would like to go today and talk to you is about what sort of content you can get for your students. So this is a website, a web page, a platform for reading, okay? And it has many different filters that you can take into account when you decide or when you want to select a reading for your students. So you can base your search on the content, the good texts, themes, book pairings, supplemental units, and now an interesting feature that is common with 60 units, which actually involve the learning in a holistic way. But you can also filter it by grades, right? From 3rd to 12th grade. You can even include it by lexile range, right? They also have an option for genres. They have many genres like allegories, autobiography, dramas, essays, and many more. You can find historical documents, actually. I use this with my 8th graders, and they really enjoy everything related to history, but also to informational text and things that are related to students and to news and myths and fiction. And they also have sections divided by themes, right? Beauty and happiness, comedy and tragedy, faith and free will. Okay, that is something very interesting for teenagers. Fear and paranoia, man versus nature, morality, social pressure. Okay, you can take advantage of these type of themes, especially when you want to develop virtues and encourage good behaviors in your students. Okay, but they also have a literary devices. You want to go a little bit more deep into literature, okay, about alliteration, assonance, cause and effect, characterization, consonants, diction, or dramatic irony, ethics, and external conflicts, and a lot of things. They also have it by standards, right, about evidence, central ideas, introduction of ideas. Though all these can also you can understand it as skills for the literature process with your students. They are able to understand which is the theme of the reading and summarize it, synthesize it. If they are able to understand which is the character development of the reading they are doing, which is the point of view of the article that they are reading. And they also have languages, right, in English and in Spanish. I set it up in English from the very beginning. An interesting feature is also that they have the diagnostic test. So you can start your course with the diagnostic test, and you get your students logged to your class, the class that you previously created. And when you have everybody logged in for the first time, the first thing that they can do is to take the diagnostic test. So you can schedule even the diagnostic test and tell your students about it. Okay, we're gonna preview a sample of the assessment, and pretty much the readings are going to have this kind of format and structure, right? They're going to have main and general guidelines, and then the different text, right, divided by paragraphs also, and lines, and some specific numbers over here. Why? Because those numbers are related to the questions that they're going to be to answer for you, right? Like for example, in this first paragraph, Zoos have been around for a long time. The first zoo were called Manajar, and they existed as early as 200-500 BCE. They have been found in ancient Egypt, China, Greece, and other ancient civilizations. Okay, and then you have the question, right? R1, which statement best describes the central idea of the article? And they have to decide. Okay, they have to decide. And then they need to continue reading all of this. You have some specific notes, and they're going to answer all these activities, right? But what about the different readings that you can find? Okay, for example, right now you can have over here spooky texts in English and Spanish, texts to commemorate Indigenous Peoples Day, staff favorites for Hispanic Heritage Month. Okay, high interested in high school texts. Okay, favorite short stories for middle school, elementary, grade text from Commonlit. Okay, and you can find different examples over here. But let's try to focus by language. Let's try to check what do they have in English. Okay, and let's see if we can have one. For example, famous female authors or the most popular text. Okay, what about this one? And it gives you a preview of what, basically, summarizing a couple of sentences, the idea what is each one of the texts about. For example, this one, the gift of the Magi, right? And it tells you the lexile level. The lexile level is 890, and it's a short story, and it's for 8th grade. And then you pass the mouse around it. It says a man and a woman sacrifice their most prized possessions to buy one another a Christmas gift. Or this one, right? The one of Dr. Martin Luther King, Changing America. It's an informational text. It's for 5th grade, and it's 560 lexile level. Or this one, herd behavior. Okay. This text provides an overview of how individuals give into herd behavior, right? It's related to psychology for 6th grade, 1300 more or less, right? Lexile. So you can click over here, for example, and basically this is what your students are going to have access to, right? They're going to have access to their reading, specific points for the questions, cues and hints for them to then answer later on. What else they can get? Read out loud. They can have this choice of listening the audio. Okay, some guiding questions, explanation of the guiding question, right? According to the article, what is the herd behavior? Okay, and this is related to this, the guiding question. At the end of this, after they read all this and they get to this point, they should be able to answer this. Okay, and then some assessment questions, the ones that are with the square shape. Okay, 5 assessment questions, and then a section of discussion. Okay, a section of discussion over here, and they have also some notes and definitions for them to help them out. Okay, with this tool. Okay, so it's amazing, and you can get all the results of your different students. You can get the results, their speed, their accuracy when they answer. Okay, so if you want to assign to a specific class that you previously created, so you click over there on the assign button. You can download it as PDF and print it also and get it to your class. Okay. You can see the student preview, more or less what the students are going to be able to see. This is the preview. Okay, this is the preview. Okay, of this, and they can change the different font size and that. Okay, so I think it's an amazing tool. Actually, I will highly recommend you to work with Commonlit because they have a lot of options. Okay, a lot of options and related readings also. Okay, and you as a teacher, you have access also to related media and the answer key. Okay, and this is the access that you can get. So this is Commonlit. I highly recommend you in case you are working literature with your students. Hope that you have enjoyed.